Yo, what's going on? It's your main man, Callion Maston, with another episode of Social Dynamics 101. It's a little creepy, but still. On today's show, how to overcome approach anxiety and slay that dragon. Has this ever happened to you? I mean, you know it has, right? I mean, she's standing there and you just can't bring yourself to say anything. I mean, part of you is trying to convince yourself that you can do it, but there's another part of you that's, well, basically Samwise Gamgee. So how do you overcome this? How do you get past this and just walk on up and say, sup? For those excuses, here are tips to help you overcome them and slay that approach anxiety dragon, which can help you not only with women, but in your everyday life. Number one, she's too pretty for me. Now I call this the she out of my league syndrome. When a beautiful girl is over there and you automatically think that because she's beautiful, well, she's way too good for you. You put a halo on her head and you've turned her into an angel and you haven't even met her. How do we overcome this? We keep her human. You know, a few months back I was performing at an event for Morgan Stanley and the CEO, James Gorman, really cool guy by the way, he gave this really great speech and afterwards we ran into each other in the hallway. And I said hello, extended my hand, we had a bit of a chat, talked about 10 minutes, talked about life and different things, growing and what have you. And we had a bit of a laugh and went our separate ways. And then later on, the people who were around him pulled me over and said that I shouldn't have stopped and talked to him, but why? What I learned while I was talking to him was something that I had already known. He's a human. Everyone has their flaws and insecurities, their fears and their struggles, no matter how they look or what they have. Remember, she's human and you will have an easier time connecting with her. 2, she doesn't want to meet me. This stops so many guys from connecting with girls they find attractive. You're so focused on her, but you automatically think that she doesn't want to meet you. You say to yourself, well, I don't want to be a bother, so I'll just forget it. First, this is the major confidence issue, guys. The problem here is you see no value in yourself, and so you think that she won't see any value in you either. If you're that confident, positive, fun, high-value guy, believe it or not, you're probably the type of person she wants to talk to. She's going to notice that. Most women are more than happy to meet you. It doesn't matter what you look like or how much money you have in the bank. Well, I mean, in certain circles, it doesn't matter what you have in the bank, Scottsdale, Arizona. But that's a completely different scenario because guess what? You haven't even spoken to her yet, so you don't know if she's a money-grubbing gobshite or not. Well, the last time it didn't work. Now, gentlemen, this is called rehearsing the past. Take a look at our episode on letting go and moving forward. The girl over there is not the girl back there, so stop looking back there. This is a completely different person. Let's say you and this girl hit it off, but a few days or weeks down the line, you continue thinking about that other woman from your past. This is going to ruin things with any woman you seek in your future. If you're stuck in that failure mindset, then you might as well go home, sit on the sofa, pop in a couple of Xena tapes and eat Hot Pockets. You might have a real shot at establishing a good connection in this relationship if you focus on the now and leave back then. Trust me, I understand the fear of rejection. I'm an actor. I get rejected dozens of times a month. Seriously, it's ridiculous. But here's what I've learned. You cannot take the rejection personally. Why? Because they aren't rejecting you. She doesn't even know you. So how can she reject you? It's like when I stand before casting directors, right? Maybe 4 or 5 of them at once and they reject my performance. But guess what? Later on, we wind up running into each other at an event or at a party and they're like, oh wow, you're really cool. We should cast you in something. She rejected your approach, not you. And often her rejection of your approach has nothing to do with you. Like, at all. Other factors of her rejection could be her history. She may have had a recent breakup or something like that. If a girl is on defense mode or brokenhearted or in a bitter mood, chances of sparking an attraction are slim to nil. Maybe she was just approached by a douchebag or something like that and puts you right in that category. Facts. There are a million reasons for a girl to turn a guy down, and most of them have absolutely nothing to do with the guy. Many times it's 100% to do with her and her day. Number 5, I want you to remember something. The outcome here doesn't matter. And I used to get all worked up thinking I had to get her number, I have to get her out, I have to take her on a date, I have to make out with her, I have to, fill in the blanks. Part of me needed that validation, and without it, I felt like a failure. If this is you, consider the following. You don't know her. Behind those pretty eyes, those supple lips, that dress that's covering that bodacious Botticelli's buttocks, she could be a nightmare. Not getting that number could be the best thing that's ever happened to you. And we all know that guy, right? And he's got that really hot girl, but she makes him wear like her face on a shirt, and she's sexy, and we thought he's lucky, but he's like, call the police. So here are 5 things that you can do that will help you to overcome that approach anxiety. 1, please stop worrying about the lines. Look, you know the script. You know this story. You've been here before. And if you haven't, well, there's always someone you may know who has been there before. You've watched another man do this, and you've seen him succeed. While you're thinking about what you're going to say when you walk up to her, you wind up forgetting in the moment anyway, and you're probably not going to say it. So forget the lines, they're already in there. You know them, so relax and breathe. All you have to remember is how to say hello and give your name without dribbling on your shirt. The rest will follow organically. 2, I want you to breathe. Hey, those pre-jitters, that pounding in your chest, yeah, that's not the speaker song playing replay by Rihanna. That's your heart racing out of control. Try pinching your fingertips together. I do this before I go on set sometimes. I take some time and slow down my heart rate by applying pressure to certain pressure points. You see, heart racing causes you to sweat. Sweat means you stink. Stink says unattractive. Women pick up on that smell. It's very primal and raw, you know, like that person that walks by with a trail. So don't be nervous. Relax. Number 3, let's control our thoughts, yeah? Well, how am I supposed to do that? By speaking. You don't control your thoughts with other thoughts. You see, your brain is used to thinking a certain way. It's used to doing things a certain way. It's trained. And in order to upset that training, you have to speak something out of your mouth. I know, it sounds cheesy, but I'm telling you, I promise you it works. When these thoughts pop into your mind, it's gonna cause that heart to race, it's gonna cause that anxiety to pop up, that fear to come up. And what I need you to do, what you need you to do in order to be successful with this woman that you're interested in, is to tell yourself, maybe you're gonna have to go into the men's and look into the mirror really like dramatically, you know, and like tell yourself like, you can do this, or something like that. But don't just stand there and sulk in those horrible thoughts about yourself that are probably not true. Truth of the matter is she's probably not gonna reject you. And hey, even if she does, things happen. But that doesn't excuse the fact that that doesn't change the fact that you remained confident, cool, calm, and collected. Your emotions do not run you, you run them. Remember that. Speak to those thoughts. Your words make your world. And I promise you, you're gonna feel so much more confident in you. Number 4, I want you to enjoy your victories. When you're learning how to approach a woman, even in every process of dating, every step is a victory of sorts, yeah? The first kiss is a victory, and there's a satisfaction that comes with that. Your brain is gonna release these endorphins just simply because you approached her. Think about it. I mean, you've approached a girl before and asked her out, yeah? Maybe she said yes, maybe she said no, but maybe you didn't seem to care. Why? Because you were excited that you had the courage to just go for it. That feeling of power and excitement is available to you every time you approach. All you have to do is go up and express yourself. And more often than not, you're gonna walk away feeling like a champion, regardless of how she reacts, just for having the courage to do it. And 5, project those emotions. You ever watched a film or a stage play and the actor was sad or happy or portraying love and you thought to yourself, man, I really feel this. But they're just actors. Yeah, it's a trick we use. We hurl our emotions at you and you have no choice but to pick them up. Why? Because they're pulling from real emotional situations. We remember times that we were really happy, that time that we were successful, that time that we actually got the girl, and we apply that on stage. And I'm telling you, this emotion will work with the woman you want to pursue, or this projection idea will work with the woman you want to pursue. Get in your mind what you want to pursue, what you want her to feel, and then grab a verb that connects with that word and think on that and project that through your energy. I'm telling you, she's not gonna have any choice but to catch it. Look, approach anxiety can be a real thing and it can, ruin dreams. But don't worry about rejection, because rejection's your friend. I mean, you know that guy. He's a bit of a twat, but I mean, you know, you guys have hung out in the past. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is a little death. Fear, well, is fear, and you've no reason to be afraid because you can do it. Yeah? We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe below the video. Questions, comments, concerns. You want to see me dance a jig or strip? never mind, not that. I won't do that. But like and subscribe below.